Dave, this is your first video in like a month, and you're gonna spend it ranting about John Cena? You bet your ass I am. Cause what the hell is going on? First off, before we get into anything, I get the WWE scripted, dude. Grown man getting mad at dudes playing pretend. Yeah, I know that, okay? But it's fun to care about things. I don't know, that might just be me. But like if you don't like wrestling, I don't know why you clicked on this video anyway, but if you before you get down in the comments talking about, "Oh man, this guy got all heated and emotional about stuff that doesn't even matter." Would you like it if I just if I just went and shit on the thing that you like? No, you wouldn't. So just like move on and I'll see you in the next video. I don't know, whatever. So, I just watched this most recent Raw in Brussels. Um, Let me start by this. I don't like the John Cena heel turn. I don't like it at all. But I can understand it. Yeah, right? For me, I've always seen John Cena as a face. He's been the guy who does all the Make-A-Wish stuff. The guy who's always, never give up, hustle, loyalty, respect. Like the guy who's always the good guy. He's always the good guy. I like the good guys. I don't dislike heels. There's a few heels that I really like. I mean, I liked Rhea Ripley when she was a heel. I'm a big Finn Balor guy. Like, there's good heels. So it's not just me being strictly, oh, I only like good guys and I hate bad guys. I don't like John Cena as a heel. However, I can respect the decision, right? I can remove myself from it and say, you know what? That was a crazy choice that the WWE made. That was something that like no one expected, which I let me rephrase that cuz just because something is unexpected doesn't mean that it's automatically good. I want to get that out of the way real quick. May just be my opinion. A lot of people may not agree with me on this, but like when John Cena turned on Cody at the Elimination Chamber, it was like the consensus I was seeing was like, oh, this is so crazy and awesome and wild. It was so unexpected, blah blah blah. And yes, it was unexpected, but again, that doesn't make it good. Like, would you guys expect me right now to go jump out my window? Absolutely not, because that would be stupid. But if I went ahead and jumped out my window, you wouldn't say, oh, wow, that was a cool thing that Dave just did because I didn't expect it to happen. No, you would say, I didn't expect that because it's such a dumb thing, right? So I didn't even have it on my radar. That's how I feel about this John Cena heel turn. However, I don't want to get too animated right off the gate here. However, I can respect the decision, right? There are people out there that genuinely enjoyed the John Cena heel turn. I saw comments that were like, this is something we've been waiting for and asking for years. We finally got it. This is something crazy and new. I can respect that. I don't personally enjoy John Cena as a heel, but if you do, I respect your choice. I respect your decision. I like that you like it. I'm happy for you that you like it. We can both have our own opinions on that. That's the beauty of being human. That's the beauty of having free will, is we can all have different opinions on the same topic, right? However, I hate his reason for becoming heel that he's revealed to us today during Raw. That, I think, is moronically stupid and the laziest route the WWE could have taken with their writing for this heel turn. I thought it was going to be something like, he wanted that 17th, or technically, wouldn't it be 17 and 18? Because Cody has the Universal belt, so which means he has both. Someone maybe correct me on that. I don't know if it counts as two or if it would just be one. But he wanted that record so badly that he let his desire and his, I guess you could even say greed be blind him. So he took The Rock So he partnered up with The Rock, who said, "You turn on Cody, I'll give you a spot at Elimination Chamber. That way you can get to this belt and blah blah blah." And maybe that's what they're going to go into later on. But I think that is way better than what he told us today. And that's what I want to get to. What John Cena came out in Brussels to say today was that he didn't like that people were mean to him. And he didn't like how he was treated. What more do you want, John? You're the guy that everybody fucking loved. You're the guy who every time you came on screen or even someone mentioned your name, you would get the biggest pop. Everyone cheering for you, everyone saying how much they love you. You would always come out with your little towel and everyone would lose their minds. You'd have a big smile on your face. It would be amazing. When you won the Elimination Chamber, everyone lost their minds because they wanted you to win. They wanted you to take that belt. I even told myself, I'm a big Cody Rhodes guy, and I was like, I don't want Cody to lose the belt, but if Cena got that record, I would be happy as well. That would be an amazing way to go out for one of the best who has ever done it, for one of the best WWE superstars there has ever been. For him to go out on such that positive high note would have been amazing for his legacy and for his character. And that's not just me, that's the sentiment. I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about John Cena before this heel turn. What more do you want, John? What more do you need? He got on the mic and he said, "Y'all have been awful to me." How? And that was the thing that really proved to me that this was the laziest way they could have done, is because he kept saying, "Yo, you guys have been bad. You guys have been this. You guys have been that." And he would call out, he even called out the people who were still supporting him. Because there was, people shouting, "Let's go Cena." It was like, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." That back and forth that we sometimes get. And he even said the people that are chanting, "Let's go Cena," are just as bad as the other people. But then he didn't give an example as to why. Why, John? Why do you feel this way? You're just saying shit to say shit, which is so frustrating. And I know it's not specifically John Cena. It's the writers who wrote this dumb angle. I feel like they had in their head, "Oh, John Cena should go heel. That would be crazy." But then they didn't figure out how to do that. So then they just said, "We'll just make him an angry toddler and a little whiny bitch," which Cody even called him out for, which was pretty funny. But what a shit way to end this legacy. This is one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. The kids love him. Everyone loves him. People have grown up with him. And now he's going out on a wet fart. He's had this farewell tour, which half the dates he hasn't even shown up for, by the way. I can't confirm or deny the specific dates, but I've seen online people have been posting about, "Hey, I went to this event or this Raw or SmackDown or whatever because it was supposed to be on John Cena's farewell tour, and he wasn't even fucking there." So what the fuck, dude? You can't say a tour isn't like a date here and then a date fucking 6 months later here, and it's a string of events, Last year when he came out and said that I forget the pay-per-view, the PLE escapes me, but last year he came out with some fervor and some fire talking about how London was going to host WrestleMania someday. People loved it. They loved him. They loved his energy. They loved his fire. And to take that to the shell of the man that we have before us today is a fucking travesty. And honestly, if I were John Cena, the person, I would be fucking furious that the WWE is doing that to my character. Because everyone hates him, and not only hates him, but I didn't even take him seriously. He's trying to be all gravelly and mad on the mic, and I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, dude, shut up. What more do you want, John? And this is similar to what Cody said in his when he came out in response. He's like, everyone is giving you everything. They've given you everything. What like and there was something that really rubbed me the wrong way and that made me kind of laugh out of confusion because John is like, I've done all this for you. What have you ever done for me? Or something to that effect. Maybe he didn't say those exact words, but it was to that effect. And it's like, John, do you want me to wash your car? Like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, oh, you haven't. How are you supporting me? They're supporting you by showing up, John. They're supporting you by buying your merch, showing that they care about you. And you're going to treat them this way and even call out a specific kid. And they pan to that poor kid in the front row who was just in his whole John Cena attire, just like, he's a child. That, like, I think honestly in 5-10 years, maybe even less time than that, we're gonna look back on this and be like, that was such a dumb thing that happened. John Cena turning heel was, well, to be fair, John Cena turning heel isn't the problem. Again, I personally don't like it, but that's not the problem. There's a lot you could do there, but this angle that they've taken with him being a heel is fucking catastrophically, moronically stupid. I think it is the worst angle they could have taken. He's just a big toddler now. Similar to what they're doing with Kevin Owens, which don't even get me started on that. He's just a big toddler. He's angry and whiny and bitchy. That's the legacy? That's the legacy we want to leave for John Cena? Are you fucking kidding me? He deserves better than that. If you want to make him a heel, fine. Again, I don't really like it, but if you want to make him a heel, fine. But give him a better reason than, I'm sick of being your little puppet. What do you mean? What do you mean, dude? How? In what way, how are you the little puppet? How are you, I sat here with a smile on my face, blah, 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 and did all this stuff? What are you talking about, John? People fucking adored you. They weren't doing it. He brought up the invisible meme like that was supposed to be a point. Like again, but that's how lazy this writing is to me, is they have to talk about, oh, I didn't like the meme of me being invisible, so then I'm angry about it, and that's why I turned heel. Like, are you kidding? I know that wasn't the only thing he was mad about, but like, it just seems so lazy and forced. That's really the biggest. I think this heel turn is so goddamn forced. At least the reason for his heel turn feels now way more forced than ever, and I think it's fucking stupid. Trying to think of if there's another point I wanted to make, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't like this at all. And it makes me like sad. It makes me legitimately sad that someone of his caliber is going out like this. It's like cutting a fart and then leaving the room. This is so dumb. I feel like the only reason they turned him heel was so that way it wouldn't be a face versus face at WrestleMania. But there were better ways you could have done this. Even as somebody who doesn't want him to be a heel, I can think of like 12 ways, well, maybe not that many, but a few ways you could have done this way better than just turning John Cena into a whiny little bitch. But they didn't. They went with the lowest hanging fruit. Triple H and the WWE have been doing really great work this past year, if not couple of years. The whole bloodline thing was crazy, even though it started to get a little stale. You know, the Seth and CM Punk and now Roman stuff, the Judgment Day stuff, the Bianca and Naomi and Jade. Like, there's a lot of really great, the Sammy and Kevin stuff, even though, again, I kind of don't like where Kevin Owens' character is at right now, but those two butting heads constantly is always an amazing watch. So, like, they've been doing some good stuff, but the way that they've handled John Cena's heel turn is a huge miss. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off. Maybe there's something I'm missing. If you guys want to let me know in the comments below, hopefully politely and respectfully. I know it's the internet. So I'm not too naive to think that somebody won't get on here and call me a bitch or an idiot. But like, come on. Let's try to be as civil as we can. If there's something I'm missing, let me know. But I genuinely think that what they're doing right now with John Cena is terrible. I would love for on the next Raw or next SmackDown or whatever, John Cena just comes out and says, "Hey, I'm sorry." And then that's fine. Like, just apologize and I'll forgive you, John. And just be like, you know what? You lost your way. You got a little, you got too lost in the sauce. You got a little riled up. Come back to us, John. Like, and that's the thing that infuriates me most, is I just don't understand what he's talking about. You all, you just watch me to get away from your sad, pathetic lives. You don't do anything for me. All you do is take. What are you talking about? All we do is take from you, John? Now he talked about when he first got to the WWE, everyone hated him. That was 25 years ago, John. Get over it, okay? And I changed myself. In what way, John? You stopped rapping as much and you took the chains off. It's not a huge change. And your theme song is still you rapping. Like, what do you want? People loved you, John. And this is okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna start repeating myself. Yeah, I think it's a dumb decision. I think it's a dumb way of handling the decision. And I don't know. And the fact is he didn't even mention The Rock once. Which, like, I wasn't really needing him to. But, like, you would think that would factor into your decision to do what you did. Because again, what he's presenting to us, to why he turned heel, was because he felt like we didn't do enough for him. What do you want us to do, John? It's not like we're homies. It's not like we're neighbors. Do you want every single member of the WWE universe, every single audience member to fucking give you $5 on their way out? What do you talk... Like, again, that's such a dumb way of handling this because it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. Like... What did we do for you, John? We gave you a goddamn career, brother. If nobody started fucking with John Cena, he'd be back in Massachusetts fucking hauling crates or whatever. And I know to be fair, the actual John Cena, the person, I'm sure is still a great guy in real life. He had the whole, like, Bing Chilling thing a while back, which wasn't even really a controversy. It was just a weird thing that happened. But the thing is like, this ruins him for a lot of people. And especially for the kids. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know, man. And maybe this is me getting a little too mushy-gushy or a little too ridiculous. But in this world that we live in, where a lot of things really suck, do we really want to take away good stuff? Like, I know this sounds ridiculous, but John Cena was a beacon for a lot of people. He constantly had a smile on his face. He lived by hustle, loyalty, respect. He lived by never give up, and he gave up. And I know my face is getting red, but I'm not crying. I'm not sad. My throat is just dry and it's making my eyes water. That's what's happening. But no, it is upsetting to me as somebody who grew up with John Cena and has been a Cena fan. And also I don't know. It sucks. It just sucks. Um but yeah, that's my rant. Sorry. this was a weird this was a weird one, but I really wanted to talk about this because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like I don't know. Yeah, so that's it. Um, Feel free to leave your comments down below. Again, if you have a logical explanation as to why this makes sense, please let me know. Seriously. Again, just the summary or summarize. I don't like John Cena being a heel, personally, but I can respect the decision. I can say, you know what? I don't like it, but I respect the people who do like it, and I respect the WWE for taking a big swing and a big change. And I respect that, and let me see what they do with it, right? The thing that I don't like is what they've done with it. I think how they've handled John Cena's heel turn is the laziest, dumbest, most idiotic way they could have done it. And it makes no sense. So that's pretty much it. Again, feel free to comment down below, or don't, or just call me a bitch, or say that I suck and that I don't know wrestling. Whatever you need to do. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.